Hello friends, this is Solarstone. Welcome to Pure Trance Radio episode 164. Good morning, good evening or good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. I'm actually in Vancouver at the moment, where I played a wonderful Pure Trance party on Sunday at the Red Rooms together with Factor B. What an amazing atmosphere there was. It really, really was a very special gig. I want to send a shout out to everybody who came along to that. Also to Shravan, who I met in the bar before the gig, who was going to see Don Diablo, but I put him on the guest list for our show and he went to the 20 minutes of Don Diablo and said it was crap. And then he came to Pure Trance and he had a really great time. Nice to meet you, Shravan. Hopefully see you somewhere else. Anyway, if you're listening to the show via the live stream or by the podcast, you'll be very happy to know that today is a very special 2-hour edition of the show to celebrate the release of Pure Trance 7 last Friday. I'm going to be playing a bunch of cuts from the album, plus a load of other brilliant new music. If you're listening on the FM network, the show's only an hour long this week, but you can of course download the podcast. Anyway, let's get into the music. And here's Mike St. Jules to introduce the first track.
Hey everyone, this is Mike St. Jules, and you're listening to my track Parachuting, which is on Pure Trance Volume 7.
Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Taken from disc 1 of Pure Trance 7, mixed by Christina Sky, Mike St. Jules and Parachuting. Next up is this on Anjuna Deep. This is Yotto featuring VK and The One You Left Behind.
Racing so fast, faster I get to you, beating so hard, my body's trembling, listen closely, what your mind keeps telling you, repeating yourself, repeating your memory.
So we're settling into the mix now, guys. Episode 164 of Pure Trance Radio, the progressive selection. In the background, that's The One You Left Behind, Yotto's Mirage mix. From Yotto himself, that's on Anjuna Deep. Loads of brilliant music coming up in the show for you today, guys. If you're listening to the show on the live stream, don't forget to follow us on Twitter. It's I Like It Pure. Show's also going out on YouTube, VK and Periscope. Oh, on Facebook. Bit of a cheeky bootleg for you now. This is the G-Sep remix of As the Rush Comes from Motorcycle. What do you think of that then? There's been loads of remixes of that because somebody leaked the a cappella, but I really like that mix. That's the G-Sep mix of As the Rush Comes by Motorcycle. Very unlikely that Positiva will release that. Never mind. I'll tell you something that is released. Pure Trance Volume 7. Can't believe the buzz around Volume 7 of the album. Honestly, there is such a big buzz around it. It's doing extremely well. Number 6 in the iTunes Dance Chart. Number 2 in the overall releases chart on Beatport. Really quite exceptional for a trance compilation, so thanks guys for your support. And here's another cut from Pure Trance 7. This is also from Disc 1. Something really gorgeous from Nick Silvestri. This is called One Person at a Time. What a wicked tune. Do you remember Turning the Tide from Matt LeBlanc and Nick Silvestri? Well, that is Nick Silvestri on his own, called One Person at a Time, taken from Disc 1 of Pure Trance 7. Really beautiful record. By the way, if you wanted to buy a CD copy of Pure Trance 7, the Solar Shop is currently sold out. It actually sold out on the day of release because of all the pre-orders. You can still get the CD from Fine Night You can just get the links from my website or fan page. But you can also back order a signed copy of the CD from the Solar Shop, and we will have new stock. I think it's around about the 25th of November. Next up, something on 03. This is Deza on the mix of Touch from Julian Gray featuring Pippa Moran. And until yesterday, I thought Deza was a girl. This is a progressive selection on Pure Trance Radio, a special 2-hour edition if you're listening to the live stream or the podcast. You just heard the Deza mix of Touch from Julian Gray featuring Pippa Moran. Now, I heard this one for the first time when I was over at the Estate of Trance studio last week. Couldn't believe it when Armin dropped this. I had to go over and see what it was. Kindly, they gave me a copy. It's Elke Klein with Drive. And it's on Elke's own label, Days Like Nights, I think it's called.
The progressive selection.
That is such a wicked tune, isn't it? A bit Giorgio Moroder. Really love that running bass line with all the distortion and stuff on it. Going to take things back down a little bit deeper now. This is a track from another track from Pure Trance 7, Christina's Disc, something I've been playing out for quite a few months actually in my longer sets. From one of Ireland's finest producers, David Broaders, who does not seem to be able to do anything wrong at all with his productions. I've just signed 5 tracks from him for an EP that I'm planning to put out soon. This is so nice, it's called Jitter. So, how good is that? One of 2 tracks from David Broaders on Disc 1 of Pure Trance 7. That one's called Jitter, the other is called Tidal Force. Equally good track, but I'm only going to play Jitter in today's show.
This is pure.
Now this is a gorgeous record from a very talented band from the States called New Ordinance, who I met at ADE. And I love this guy's voice. I'm not sure which one of them it is that sings. I can't remember which they told me. I think it's the better looking one. That's lucky. Not that the other one is not good looking too.
Hey, what's up? This is Gray and Ghazi from New Ordinance.
And this is our track, Beyond Gravity, on Pure Trance 7.
Travelers of the night, moving toward the speed of light, to feed our cosmic appetite. Something deep inside fuels the passion for the ride. We feel the rush of taking flight. I'm letting go of reality. I'm folding time and space. I'm breaking free of gravity to reach beyond and find that higher place.
What a gloriously wonderful piece of music, and a wonderful song too. Arnie from Black Hole passed that one over to me when he got sent it as a demo, thinking that I might fall in love with it, and I did. New Ordnance, Beyond Gravity. And I believe they're working on quite a nice video for that, so I'll let you know about that when we get close to the single release. Still to come in the show, loads of brilliant new music from Danny Stubbs, The Blizzard, Allende, Snyder, Sam Mitchum, Matt Darey, Neptune Project. I've got something from their new album, which has just come out and amplified. Got something new from Danny Eaton. Just loads of great new tunes, guys. Next up, something on Perspectives Digital. This is Martin Roth with a wonderful remix of Phantom by Darren Epsilon. something rather tasty for you there, guys. Martin Roth with his mix of Phantom by Darren Epsilon on Perspectives Digital. How about a little impromptu competition? I've just decided to do this. If you want to win a Pure Fan membership of the Pure Trance fan club, just answer this question. Which Solarstone track did Martin Roth do a remix of? Think you know the answer? Email it to info@puretrance.com and I'll announce the winner on next week's show. Next up, something on Yoshitoshi. This is Red Giant from Frankie Effie, or Frankie F. So, you enjoying the show so far, guys? Episode 164, Pure Trance Radio. Solarstone, your host here for 2 hours today, if you're listening to the live stream or the podcast. Special edition of the show to celebrate the release of Pure Trance Volume 7. You just heard Red Giant from Frankie F. That's on Yoshitoshi, I think. Coming up next, it's the best track of the year, in my opinion. Just come out on Monday with an amazing video. Had a proper video made for this and it's really, really effing brilliant. Check it out on YouTube or Vimeo or whatever it's called. This is Orchidia with a brilliant Forward Forever, out now on Pure Trance.
Forever, backward, never, forward, forever. never. Forward, forever. Backward, 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 never.
Forward, forever. Backward, never.
Isn't that just a brilliant track? I get goosebumps nearly every time I hear that, and whenever I play it in a club, it absolutely goes off. Orchidia Forward Forever, released on Monday on Pure Trance, and there's a really wicked video. Head over to Tapio's channel or my channel to check that out. And now this. This is Danny Stubbs versus Kindred Spirits, the view from Apollo Dantan, the Christina Sky and Randy Boyer Resurrection mix. It's like this ridiculously long title, but it's taken from Pure Trance 7, and this is really, really good. lovely record that is. Goosebumps all over the place. Christina Sky, Randy Boyer's bootleg mashup of a combination of various tracks. I can't say the title again, it's just too long. But now I've got another bootleg mix, but this one isn't being released. This is Danny Stubbs' farewell mix of Lost Without You from Freya Ridings. But don't worry, Danny Stubbs is not leaving the industry. I actually thought that when he sent me this track, and I emailed him saying, what do you mean farewell mix? And he said, no, I'm not leaving. I just thought it was a nice name for the track. So anyway, enjoy. This is Pure Trance Radio episode 164 with me, Solarstone. In the background, Danny Stubbs' farewell mix of Lost Without You from the very beautiful Freya Ridings. I had to Google who she was so I could find some cover art for this one, and she's not bad, to be fair. But her voice is really good, and obviously that's the most important thing. Coming up next, this is Ron with Leeds, Jack's Creed, the Mark Digital Mix. That's very nice. Tune reminds me a bit of Tom Bro, actually. Nice remix from Mark Digital of Jack's Creed by Ron with Leeds. That's a weird name, Ron with Leeds. What, does anyone know what that actually means? Is he from Leeds? Is he an electrician? I don't know. Anyway, that's on Saluna Music. Obviously you know what this is. This is the Blizzard remix of Like a Waterfall by Solarstone and Jess.
Surface from the haze, I see the real reasons why. So on my head, it seems unclear mistakes is hard. Our whole world is gonna break, it's crumbling so easily. You are the only one I want you to know, who really got under my skin. So if I dare to try, dear, I prove to you it's not a waste, and this is not our last goodbye. I see a rainbow bleeding out of the sun. I feel my adrenaline before it's already begun. And I tried to tell you, but you never listen. But it all pours like a waterfall. I want you to know it all pours out of me. It all pours out of me. Like a waterfall.
It's not the kind of thing we usually play, but we like it anyway.
That was a Blizzard remix of Like a Waterfall, Solarstone and Jess, and now this. Not the kind of thing I usually play. This is Meow and Mother Foo on Space Pizza.
Right now. Now we are ready to go right now. Now we are ready to go. Motherfucker, no take motherfucker. Niggas off right now. Now we are ready, niggas. Motherfuckers don't take motherfuckers. Off right now.
It's not the kind of thing we usually play, but we like it anyway.
Now we are ready to go right now. Now we are ready to go. Motherfuckers don't take motherfuckers. Right now.
Haha, what do you think of that then? That track is a lesson to people. Don't take it all too seriously, right? Nice bit of cheeky breaks there from Meow. The track's called Mother Foo. It's on the Space Pizza label, guys. Not the kind of thing I usually play, but yeah, I like that anyway.
Now we are ready to go right now.
Solarstone's big tune.
Back to more familiar territory now, guys, after that little moment of madness. This track is just brilliant. When you play it out, or when I play this track out, it takes people down into a bit of a deep groove and they think that they're going to one place, but then shit just gets real. The breakdown of this track is just huge. This is my big tune for this week, taken from disc 2 of Pure Trance 7. It's Allende, False Memory.
Solarstone's big tune.
What did I tell you? That track is just so good, isn't it? Allende, False Memory. That is my big tune for this week. Bloody great. Next up, another cheeky bootleg. This is Billy Gillies' bootleg mix of Touch Me from Ruda Silva. Well, I bet you weren't expecting to hear that. I was a bit surprised when I got that one through, actually. Bootleg mix of Touch Me from Ruda Silva featuring Cassandra Fox, courtesy of Billy Gilly, whoever he is. Probably Irish. They like their bootlegs over there. But this is from an Englishman, taken from my disc of Pure Trance 7. This is the wonderful Whopper from Sam Mitchum.
Pure Trance Radio.
Evening guys, Sam Mitchum here, and this is the Solarstone edit of my brand new track featured on Pure Trance 7. It's called Whopper, and it's named after that whopping driving bass line, so fasten those seatbelts and enjoy.
Exclusive.
Well, I hope you're enjoying the show so far, guys. Pure Trance Radio 164, 2 hour special. If you're listening to the live stream or the podcast, that was Sam Mitchum with Whopper, or as Stewie from Family Guy would say, Whopper. Taken from Pure Trance 7. As is this. This is taken from Disc 3, mixed by Lossley, Snyder. Back Home.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Snyder and you're listening to my brand new track, Back Home, taken from Pure Trance 7, which is out now. Hope you guys like it. See you all very soon.
Something absolutely wicked there from Snyder. That's called Back Home, taken from Pure Trance 7 Disc 3. Next up, something from the brand new album from Neptune Project. The album's called A Question of Reality, just released. It's an Amplified exclusive, by the way. If you want to get your hands on a copy of that, head over to amplified.com, and they've got CD, vinyl and art print, and the cover art is amazing. The album's called A Question of Reality. The track is called Introspection.
This is Pure Trance Radio, broadcasting worldwide.
Isn't that absolutely brilliant? A cut from the new album from Neptune Project called A Question of Reality. Dan sent me over 4 tracks from the album, so I'm going to play a couple more of those next week for you, and there's another one coming up in this week's show, of course. Introspection, that is, from Neptune Project. I mentioned the cover art before for that album, but it's really, really something very, very clever and special. So cheers for sending me those, Dan. Next up, this is really good, taken from Disc 2 of Pure Trance 7. Matt Darey featuring Jonathan Backel, Step Outside. Matt Darey Trance Mix.
Pure Trance Radio.
Wasn't that great? So good to see Matt Darey producing Trance again. That's a wicked, wicked tune, and that really, really went down well when I played it in Vancouver on Sunday. And now it's this. This is really great. Christina Sky, collaborating with Roger Shah. Forthcoming on Pure Trance and taken from Pure Trance 7. This is the wonderful Ocean Flame. great record. Christina Sky collaborating with Roger Shah on Ocean Flame. Very fortuitously titled track, considering Christina lives over there in California, very close to where those terrible fires are happening, right next to the sea. Hence Ocean Flame. Best wishes to everybody who's dealing with that over there. Take care, guys. Rather nice. Kira McCauley on the mix of Shine from Julie Thompson. That's on the Grotesque, what's it called? Reworked, Grotesque Reworked. Nice mix there from Kira McCauley. Now I've got something, another track from Lossley's Disc 3 of Pure Trance 7. This is going to be released as a double A-side with Distant Shores in a few weeks' time on Pure Trance. This is Lossley and Reflection. And I just want to take a moment to say massive thank you to Lossley, Andre, for doing such a brilliant job on Disc 3. Thanks, mate. such a wicked tune. One of, I think, 5 or 6 Lostly productions which feature on disc 3 of Pure Trance 7. There's a track with Bond and Walker, there's one with Factor B, there's a few others, there's one with Catherine Amy. Such a prolific producer. That's called Reflection, by the way, by Lostly. Next, something new from Danny Eaton. Congratulations, Danny, by the way. Him and his girlfriend had a beautiful little baby a little while ago. Sent me a picture the other day, looking very cute. The baby, not Danny. And this is his new track, Under the Moonlight, and this is on Grotesque. Lots of Grotesque tracks in today's show for some reason.
Pure Trance Radio.
This is Pure Trance Radio. I hope you're enjoying this special extended edition of the show. Won't be doing this every week, by the way. This is Under the Moonlight from Danny Eaton, and that's on Grotesque. Okay, time for a few more cuts before we hit the chill out moment. This was my big tune last week. Originally released in 1998, the track's called Indica by Pink Bomb. These guys started making trance around the same sort of time as me, from the same area. And this is the Solarstone Pure Mix, which is out in a couple of weeks, and I'm also reissuing all the original versions of this, guys. So look out for those in the download stores. This is Solarstone Pure Mix of Indica from Pink Bomb. Hope you like that, because that's my favourite Pure Mix I've done for some time. That was the Solarstone Pure Mix of Indica from Pink Bomb, taken from Pure Trance 7 Disc 2, coming out as a single in a couple of weeks, as well as reissues of the original mixes. Time for one more track before the chill out moment. Can I hear you say, oh yeah? One of the standout cuts on disc 3 of Pure Trance 7. Lostly collaborating with Factor B. This is called Strandloper, which I believe is Dutch for anal beads.
Hey guys, Factor B here. This one's a very special collab that Lostly and I put together for Pure Trance 7. This one's called Strandloper.
And there we have it, ladies and gents. That's almost the end of this week's special 2-hour edition of the show. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. That was Lostly and Factor B with Strandloper, taken from Pure Trance 7 and forthcoming as a single on Pure Trance.
Solarstone's chill out moment.
As this is the opening track from Pure Trance 7 and also features on their new album, I thought I'd play this last. This is Neptune Project featuring Christopher Lavelle, Elixir of Life. What a beautiful, beautiful record. That's this week's chill out moment. Elixir of Life from Neptune Project featuring Christopher Lavelle. Taken from the new Neptune Project album, A Question of Reality, and also the opening track of Pure Trance 7. I'll be back same time, same place next week. So take care of yourselves, guys. Until then, see you soon.
Pure Trance Radio.